Hey there, it's Sam again. So you're thinking about applying to a Clayton County Magnet program? That's awesome. But I get it. The whole process can look a little overwhelming. But don't you worry. We're going to walk through every single step together and make this whole thing super simple and clear. And hey, if you've already clicked on that application portal and you're feeling a bit lost, you are not alone. It can definitely look a little complicated when you first open it up. But our goal here is to make this totally stress-free for you. Seriously, by the end of this, you're going to feel like a pro and know exactly what you need to do. Okay, let's jump right in. Step 1, and this is the big first step. It is creating your account on the SchoolMint platform. This is basically going to be your command center for the entire application. First things first, you're going to head over to the applyclayton.schoolmint.com. Make sure you've got that address typed in just right because that's the official starting line. Once you're there, getting an account set up is super quick. It's just 3 little steps. You click Create an Account, pop in your info, and then you can log right back in with your new email and password. Easy peasy. It's designed to be really straightforward. Now, here is the super important tip. Please, please, please double check your email address. Make sure it's spelled right. Why? Because every single important update about your child's application is going to land right in that inbox. You absolutely do not want to miss those. Okay, hold on a second. I need you to pause right here because this next part is really important, especially if you have a little one heading into pre-K. Paying attention right now could save you a ton of headache later. You absolutely have to know this. The SchoolMint website we've been talking about that is only for magnet programs for grades K through 10. If you are applying for pre-K, you have to use a totally different system. It's called Infinite Campus. So SchoolMint for Magnet, Infinite Campus for pre-K. Got it? Don't get them mixed up. All right, so your account is all set up. High five. Now we're on to the next big part. Actually adding your students' information, getting that application started. So when you log in, you'll see a button that says Add a Student. You'll click that and then hit Get Started. Oh, and here's a great little time saver for you. If your student is returning, you don't have to fill everything out all over again. Just select your profile that's already there and you're good to go. You can click Add Forms for a child you have already set up and simply follow the steps to complete the application. Or you will click Add a Student if you do not see your student here. We will use CCPS when referencing Clayton County Public Schools during this demonstration. Now, if your child does not attend a school within Clayton County Public Schools, please click No. If your child attends a CCPS school, access your child's information in Infinite Campus and enter the information requested for your child. You will enter the student ID, the student's first name, and the student's last name. You will also enter the student's date of birth. And then click Continue to Student Information. If your child is a current CCPS student, this information will be auto-populated. If you see any information that is incorrect, please contact your child's school to change the information in Infinite Campus. If your child is not a CCPS student, you will need to enter the information for your child. Please pay close attention to the warning. Selecting an address from the list is required for location services. Enter the information, click Save and Continue. Magnet applications are open November 1st through 5 p.m. December 1st for on-time applications. Please note that only current CCPS students, CCPS staff, and Clayton County residents can complete an application during this period. Again, CCPS staff, regardless of your residency, you will complete this form. Non-residents who are not employees of CCPS will complete the non-resident application starting February 1st. Click Start to begin the application. You will be required to agree to the terms. Please read prior to clicking Continue. On the student information page, many of the items are completed for the current students. Please enter the information requested carefully. There is a video to assist you with this section. Click Save and Continue. Now, we need to enter the guardian information. Please select who the applicant lives with. I am going to select mother only for this demonstration. Please complete the requested information. When entering your address, please note that you have to select from the drop-down your mobile phone, your preferred contact information. This is the number that schools will contact you. Please be sure to enter your email address. Guardian 2 is only required if you selected one of the other information. Click Save and Continue. Now, this is the time where we select the schools. Please note that you can only select 2 programs in any combination. The schools listed are those that match the grade level you entered. Select the programs and click Save and Continue. You need to rank your choices. It is imperative that you pay close attention to this page. You will list the schools in order of preference. Please note that once you submit your application, we cannot change the rankings for you. Click Save and Continue. You will be taken to a warning page. Please be sure to read this page and watch the video if you need assistance. Click Save and Continue if you are ready to move forward, or go back to update the rankings for your programs. We need to know if you are a full-time employee because there are additional steps for full-time employees. I am going to select yes so that employees can see the requirements. Select yes if you are an employee, select no if you are not, and click Save and Continue. You will enter the information that is required. Please note that if you reside in Clayton County, you will select no. Okay, you will select no if you reside in Clayton County. If you reside in a county other than Clayton, that could be Henry, DeKalb, Fulton, Douglas, etc., you will select yes. So you will enter your name. You will answer this question. You will select your work location, and you will enter your employee ID. You will also need to read this statement. It is imperative that you read this statement. It gives the expectations for employee parents. and then you will sign. You will also need to agree to use the above name or initials as an electronic signature. You will now schedule auditions for any programs that require an audition. If you did not apply to an art school, a dual language school, or the political leadership program, you will not be required to book a session. Book your session and then click Save and Continue. But remember, this scheduling is not required for any other programs except an art school for grades 2 through 9, a dual language school for grades 2 through 8, and the political leadership program. So I'm going to book my session and click Save and Continue. Recommendations are required for some elementary programs, but all middle and high school programs. Please enter the teacher's name, email address, and create a message for the teacher. The teacher must be a current teacher. You can add additional recommenders if you like, but we will only view 2. It is important that you ensure the email address is correct for all teachers. Then enter the second teacher and enter a message. Again, you can add a recommender if you're concerned that some teachers won't complete it in time, then you can add recommenders. Click Save and Continue. All current CCPS students will be required to complete the withdrawal form. Please select if you are a current student. If you are not, select No. Read the statement and then click Save and Continue. If your child is not a CCPS student, you will not see the withdrawal form. Otherwise, please complete the withdrawal form. Enter the date you are completing the application. Enter the last date of attendance, which will be the last day of school. And then enter the first day of attendance into the new program, which will be the first day of school. Most of the information is populated for you from other parts of the application. If there's any missing information, please add what is missing. Please be sure that the current grade level and the grade level applying is correct. Then do Save and Continue. Please read the magnet acknowledgement agreement closely. Then you will sign and click Save and Continue. There is also an acknowledgement of submission rule. Please read this closely because changes cannot be made to your application once you submit the application. Then you will sign and click Save and Continue. The submission notice is equally as important. You will read by clicking below. You understand the statements above and click Save and Continue. Now you will sign your application. Please read these statements, save and continue. Here is an opportunity to review your application prior to submitting. So you're going to review the application for any errors. If you see any errors, please click the appropriate page and update the information. You can click any of these pages on the side to update your information. Please read through to make sure your application is correct. Once you are satisfied with the information, click Submit Application. Once you click Submit Application, you cannot make changes. Again, you cannot make changes after you click Submit. And now you are taken back to your application, your dashboard. You can go to View Submitted Forms, and you will see where you are. You will see that you have an audition scheduled. Doesn't mean it's confirmed, but it's scheduled if you needed to schedule an audition. You will also see your choices. You have 2 choices. Okay, and you will also see whether or not the recommendations have been completed. You can also view rankings. Okay, so you filled out everything. You've double checked it and you hit that submit button. First of all, congratulations. That's a huge step. But now what? Let's talk about what happens next and break down what all those different application statuses actually mean. So the first thing you're probably going to see is submitted and in processing. And listen, don't panic if it just sits there for a while. That is totally normal. It just means your application is safe and sound in line waiting to be reviewed, especially if the program needs an audition or documents. Your application may remain in this phase until March. Now, if your child is applying to a program that has an audition or an interview, you will see scheduled events. Once the magnet office has validated your application, the school will contact you. Again, it may take 1 month or even 2 months to hear from the school. Please be patient as this is a process. Okay, this next one is a big deal. It's really important we're clear on what it means. If you see submitted and eligible, that is fantastic news. It means your application checked all the boxes and you are officially in the lottery. But, and this is a big but, it is not an acceptance letter. It just means you have a ticket to the big lottery. You're in the running. And then there's the ineligible status. This one just means that for whatever reason, the application didn't quite meet all the requirements for the program. If you do see this, you can always reach out to the magnet office and they can give you more details. All right, so you know how to submit your application and you know how to track it. Awesome. Now let's talk about the timeline. What are the key dates you need to circle on your calendar? Really, there are 2 big ones you absolutely have to remember. First up, December 1st. That is the final no exceptions deadline to get your application in for the lottery. And then the big day, March 25th. That's when all the notification emails go out. Let me say that one more time because this is the date everyone's waiting for. Get out your phone, open your calendar, whatever you need to do. March 25th. That's notification deadline for everyone who applied on time. The district may inform parents earlier than March 25th, so please continue to check your emails for important information. So on that day, every single notification is sent by email, and that goes for everybody, whether you are selected or not. This goes back to what I said earlier. It is so important to log back into that School Mint account and just make sure your email notifications are turned on. You don't want that email to go to spam. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole process from creating your account all the way to getting that final notification. You are totally ready to tackle this. But of course, if we get stuck or have a question we didn't cover here, there's always help available. For any other questions, the best thing to do is contact the Magnet office directly. Just shoot them an email at magnetprograms@k12.ga.us. They're the experts. So now you know the steps, you know the dates, and you know what all those statuses mean. The only thing left is to ask, are you ready to get started?